Hello, am I alive? Am I alive? I think I am. Let me check the external YouTube. Yeah, hold on. I don't want that to show. Hmm, let's see. Yeah, right here. Come right here. Make sure I'm alive. There you go. Hmm, let's see. Go here. Hey, I just clicked on Hickey's channel. Now I need to turn that off. Let me go to my channel. Uh, let's see if anything came up. Live. Yeah, I guess I am live. Mm, details. There you go. There it is. Let's see. Live chat. Okay. All right. So I'm alive. Um, it's 2:20. I can be here about an hour, I think. So what I'm gonna do is open up a box from Kickstarters that I supported. Uh, today's box is box from Alan Wu, right? And where's my? Oh, I didn't have a box knife here, but I do have an X-Acto knife, so that's good. All right, there you go. Oops, careful with the mice, because I don't want to just randomly click on something. All right, let's open this up. Kickstarters. I am really inspired by these people who starts a Kickstarter and become a creators, comic book artists, comic book writers, both. I mean, this is an Alan Woods box. Uh, let me see if I edit this video. I will just speed this up. But since we are live streaming, Jeff! Hey, Jeff, what's up? I am Jeff. Aren't you at work, Jeff? Aren't you at work? All right, all right. Oh yeah, I need to log on to Drama and I forgot. I keep on forgetting stuff. Anyway, yeah, I need to go visit Jeff's channel. I like to visit Jeff's channel with my Drama's channel because that's where he and I met, and with my Drama channel. And but let me go ahead and put this on here so I don't ruin my picture. There you go. Okay. Yep. I'm gonna do. Nice, Jeff. Yeah. Cool. Oh, I don't like to do this, but let me see if I could. If you're welcome to it. Let me see if I could. No pressure. Let's see. Copy. If you want to come up, you could come up. Now, what I'm going to do is open up this box. I'm going to switch around. This is going to be the big box here. Let's see. There you go. Yeah. So I'm going to bring out these comic books one at a time. So that's a new comic book. Has a bookmarker there. Shantu Memories. Right. Hey, Sleepy Reader, how are you, sir? Memories of a Spring. So, hey, Sleepy, you're welcome up to. I have the link over there. Now, this is Alan Woo's work, his continuation. I'm really impressed by the art here. Look at all these people who have contributed. Alan Wu is a writer. Alexandra Bastos, we all met her, right? Alexandra is a fantastic young artist from Canada. Cool. I don't know who Andy Boy is. Ellen, I don't know. Let me just Jennifer Liu. I don't know. Lipei Cheng. I don't know who knows Lipei Cheng. He was on our stream. Megan Hong, Minerva Fox, Rob Benito, Rob Jones, Sebastian Cheng. Oh no, you know Fang, Yili Fang. Yeah. Wow, look at beautiful artwork here. Beautiful artwork. Memories of us. One day you'll be gone and I'll be alone again. But I will always cherish those memories we made. Our memories. This is a thought of a immortal. You know, we're immortal. I think somebody came on, so I'm gonna go ahead and.
Hey.
Where you at?
I don't know how this background ended up here. I'm just in my TV room.
Oh, I thought like you're like I see. Okay. Wow, you could just you have AI that makes a background for you.
The more recent Apple computers will do that for you in the camera app. So here I can put in different backgrounds. Let's see.
Give it an Asian theme. Give the Asian theme.
Well, I don't have one ready. I don't have an Asian theme.
Okay. Okay.
I can have skeletons.
Skeleton.
Someone's Halloween decorations that were still up in my neighborhood.
Well,
let's see. I've got a cat. Cats are Asian, right?
Cat's the one that quite didn't make the Asian signs.
I mean, none of there's no year of the cat or anything.
Okay, I'm sorry. I do have a my internet cuts off, so I think you cut off. It's not your fault. It's my fault. Anyway, I think you say something about cat, and
yeah, you said there's no sign of cats, so I'm not sure what you mean by that.
Yeah, the what is that? The Chinese zodiac.
Oh, the zodiac. I was thinking of like year of the rat and things like that. But
yeah, year of the rats. Right. Yeah, year of the rats. Exactly. And matter of fact, rat is the reason why cats don't have their own signs.
Oh no.
Yeah. So
I like cats better than rats. I hate to say.
well, the cat chased the. Of course, everybody's heading toward the maker, who's giving out these 12 zodiacs. He said first 12, and the cat was going. Cat was, I want to have my own sign, so cat was going. Then he got distracted when he saw a rat, and he chased the rat. Well, the rat decided to go on top of a cow's head and hide over there. And asked the cow to, hey, can you hide me? Cat is chasing me. And cow said, sure. And cow told the cow told the rat, yeah, he went that way, and so cat got distracted and searching for rat. So that's why cat never made to the Chinese,
Ah,
yeah, because
it
yeah,
sounds like there's lots of interesting stories behind the Chinese horse zodiac.
yeah,
I don't know anything other than I hear about the year of the this and the year of that, but I don't know any of that. So
yeah. The the cow was a very, what do you call it, diligent, right? Cow is very diligent. So everybody get distracted like that, tigers, dragons, all these guys, they're leisurely walking, but only one very diligent was cow. So it was going to be cow that was going to be the first sign,
ah,
except rat was on the cow's, hiding in the cow's head. And when the starting line came up, rat jumped off the cow's head and made number one spot.
is the rat a bit like a trickster?
Yeah, rat's a trickster.
Ah, okay.
So uh,
That's fun. Well, maybe I should learn to like rats more.
I told you. I mean, that's why I'm pretty good at doing rats, because
Yeah, right. You did the good rat voice on that.
because they're tricksters.
Well,
Anyway,
sometimes they sneak into our garage and play tricks in there.
yeah.
We're not
And
happy about that.
everybody see them as any anthropomorphic sees rat as a survivors, right? I mean, look at the Mickey Mouse. Look how long he survived in our culture. I mean, Mickey Mouse was one of my favorite. Mighty Mouse. Mighty Mouse is another
Uh-huh.
one that we accept. I mean, I used to watch that cartoon in Korea even. Anyway, this is talking about this lady is immoral, and she has a bunny ears.
Ah.
You met Alan Wu?
I think I've seen him other years. Did you interview him on other years in the Asian
Yeah,
month?
he actually,
Yeah.
we interviewed him last year in the Asian Pacific Islander month,
Yes.
May.
I remember him from other. I haven't watched as many of those videos this year, but I remember him from last year or the year before.
Oh yeah, he went to Otaku's channel, and this year he helped us co-host many
Oh,
of the
nice.
shows.
Yeah, I
So
just somehow the timing of things wasn't as good for me this year, and I missed a lot of them.
no problem.
But I can always go back. But a lot of them are the same people that I've already seen your interview, I think.
Yeah. Well, this year was I didn't seek out anybody. I didn't seek out anybody this year because of my
Right.
condition. And
Yeah, you were
Otaku,
more
I was just
secondary.
helper. Yeah.
So, did he send this to you or did you order it? I'm sorry that I came in late, so I might have missed your.
No, this is I ordered Kickstarter book, and this is I think it's his second or third book in the series. And this
And what
memories
language is that there? Is that
this is a Chinese language.
Chinese? Okay.
Yeah.
I assume that you can't read Chinese.
I cannot read Chinese. Yeah.
But is it also in English?
Yes, the book is inside is English. I think
I see.
is I think it's the Memories of a Spring. I think that's what it says. I'm not sure. Yeah. So yeah, I like this kind of art. And then I think this is a different.
That's watercolors.
Yeah, these are watercolor. Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Oh, you have two different versions?
Yeah, several different vision. I got this is a variant cover, I think. Yeah, this is a variant cover.
So it's a more manga style cover, I guess.
This one is this one. I guess they're both like manga.
I guess they
Manga.
both are, yeah. Just a different.
Yeah. Let me see. Jeff said Alan wore rabbit ears on one of his.
So that's very significant then.
Yeah, this is it. This is the red envelope. You know what the red envelope is?
Nope.
Normally, red envelope is that. This is Chinese culture, by the way, not Korean. But normally, on a New Year's Day, on Chinese New Year's Day, adults gives their grandkids, their children, envelope with a little bit of money in it.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and so when you receive a red envelope, it's like an exciting time. You just want to open it because, but Korean have something similar, but we do have to go to elders' house. We bow to them, really deep bow. Then they give you money or treats. It's like a trick or treat, except
but not in a red envelope.
not necessarily in a red envelope. I guess somebody could do that red envelope, but yeah, but don't have to be red either. It could be just any kind of envelope. Yeah, and these are he included a previous version.
Oh,
So
I like that cover. That's really nice.
Yeah. Yeah. So this is his first book. Let me see. There's a 2 in there, 1 and 2. So yeah, that includes the first 2 version right there. Now I'm really impressed by Alan's because these are his first attempt.
Yeah.
And he didn't start Kickstarter. He just made this on his own.
Right.
And these second ones, these third one he used Kickstarter. But
I seem to have a weird echo now.
Is it me?
Oh no, it went away. Never mind.
Yeah. Now one thing I appreciate about Alan is that he started his own. He's had his own artist. Art by Davey Harrison, Tom Linnett. These are the different. Oh, he did have an Alexander Bustos then, variant cover by Alexander. Okay, so yeah, so this is his first creation, and that was her second book.
So it's all a continuing story, and
yeah, she's
is he kickstarted the 3rd issue then?
Yeah, he kickstarted the 3rd issue. This one right here.
Yeah.
And
okay, so
look at all.
Very admirable that he stuck with it too.
Look at him, and look at all the. You have different artists and different contributors, and much of the contributors are related to AAPI. Like Lepoy Cheng, he came in and talked to us. So he tried to incorporate the Asian artists, Asian creators on these books, which tells Asian stories. So or Chinese stories. So I thought that was interesting.
Maybe someday he'll have you do a pinup or something.
Well, that's what I was going to talk about today. Is that all these guys are inspiring me, right? What does it mean to have them inspire me if I don't do nothing?
That's right to the point.
I mean, I'm going, so I am really inspired by these people, but that means I have to really manage my time.
Right.
Because
are you thinking of a full-length comic book, or maybe starting with some 3-page story or something like that?
Well, I'm thinking about full comic book myself.
Okay.
Reason is, I see Alan doing something like this. Young man, he just started it, right? And the lot of advice was like, why don't you just slowly get into that water, slowly, But he didn't listen to he just did it. He just didn't
Right. He just
cue
dived
the
in and did it.
analogy. He just started it, and just jumped right into the water, and he didn't got core shock
Well,
and
kind of
survived.
like Brian LCS, right? With his series.
That's right. That's right. Matter of fact, I have a I have Brian's book here. I have a Brian's book here, right?
Right. And he's
And
kickstarting it issue by issue.
right,
And it
and
sounds like Alan is now doing something similar.
yeah. Well, Alan started this before even Brian started this.
Right, I understand. So Alan didn't start with Kickstarter
Right,
and
right.
now has gotten onto the Kickstarter bandwagon.
Uh-huh.
Because potentially you could do those self-published books. I think you can go to printers who will print, 100 copies for you or something like that. And you
Yeah,
could
and
just sell it through your channel.
you could definitely do that, right? And or even offer go to like a
Or,
CJ.
or
CJ. Oh, exactly when I was mentioning his name, he comes up right here.
wow, it's like magic. You didn't even have to
Uh,
say his name 3 times.
no. Anyway, uh, he just he just went to just a local comic book store, and he just talked to them and said, "Hey, would you please display these on your shelves?" And the store owner said, "Yeah, go ahead. We'll have a space for you over there, and if we get, you could put 10 of them, whatever you put in there. If we run out of it, we'll call you." And so, I mean, you got matter of fact, CJ is working with this the gallows man. What's his name? Brandon. The Brandon is the one.
Oh,
Yeah, and I have.
I've
Hey, CJ.
I've missed out on that.
CJ, I don't have your books yet, bud. So I cannot talk about your books. Um, but yeah. So this is Brandon who started his own comic book. He did his own art. You got. I mean, this lady right here. I got these books right here. Now, Fang is what I call her. Fang, a fan of Fang. And look at the wonderful artwork in here.
Oh yeah.
And she don't even fully speak the language yet. She's English is her second language, and yet she is producing this wonderful work like this, right?
Yeah.
So I'm going, oh my goodness, all these people, they're inspiring the heck out of me. At the same time, they're shaming the heck out of me because I feel like I've been doing art longer than these people have ever had. And they're out there publishing and, producing work like this, and it just, uh, no,
I'm looking forward to getting my copy.
uh, we'll be receiving and shipping them out this month. Uh, I I think you gave me Ashcan, but I don't know if it has a full thing in there. I'm not sure, CJ, and I don't know what I did with that. Maybe he did. Anyway, so anyways, these are the. I mean, I, you got. They just did it. They just started it. I mean,
Right.
I
I think
now
one of the hardest things is if you don't have a deadline for something, it's hard to get it done.
that's
And
it
when
too.
you're doing it on your own, it's hard to set a deadline that you really believe in.
Right, right. Well, the one thing I didn't notice is that I right now I keep journals, the written journals, and I noticed myself. I use that to like keep track of when I take medicine, when I do exercise, and things like that. If I don't put it in there, it may get done, it may not get done. Just I, you know, and I'm thinking maybe I need to allocate. If I'm going to work on a comic book, I have to allocate 2 hours to it, no matter what. Like work, I work at I work for 8 hours a day, right?
Right.
That hours is dedicated to work for that day. And if I don't have that kind of dedication to you know, then I, I'm not committed. I'm not committed to that doing that work. So I'm thinking I need to, give that 2 hours no matter what. You
Uh-huh.
know, that,
Like a
that means
block of time every day that you have to
every
do it.
day, right, right. Like
That's a good approach too.
because if I don't do it, then that 2 hour I could be spending on watching YouTube videos, and somebody's doing a live stream. Let me jump on in there, and I'm not that I'm discouraging this.
I could have been creating a comic book right now. Instead, I'm on with you, Naman.
uh, but yeah, I have a stream here, guys. Let me see. Let me see. Stream down there if you want to come on. Anyway, so I mean, these people are. How am I going? I mean, how long are they going to just inspire the heck out of me, impress me, and I do nothing about it, right? I mean, I, it's like inspiring me doesn't make any sense anymore. If oh, that impressed me, yeah, you inspire me to do something, and then I got to nothing to show for it. So I'm using this hour to shame myself into doing something. And okay, so this is my last time that I'm impressed with you guys. Okay,
Well,
I'm
my
done with you guys.
deadline theory might not be right for you, but I would, if it tempts you, you could say, I'm going to finish a comic book by this date,
Okay.
and tell everybody on your channel that you're going to do it, so that you will be really ashamed if you don't finish it by then.
Okay. So there's we have
That's
a
a
sleeping reader. I have Damien here as a witness. I
yes.
have 8 people here on a chat. So okay.
You don't have to do it now, but it just was a thought.
No, 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 no. I mean, if you're right, I gotta have that public commitment, right? Hmm. Hmm.
Maybe
What is it?
you could say that for example, you could say that by December you're going to have a comic book either on Kickstarter or available for sale through your channel, a single
Okay.
issue. Is that too much? I don't know, because I'm not doing a comic book myself.
Well, I mean, I now the here's a something. Here's something. Okay, the on Doctor, that's Brian's.
Yes.
In Brian's book, he he hired a artist.
Right.
So now I don't want to do that because I want to be my own artist. But there's a lot of advantage in that because the art to me is a bulk of the work because story wise I already have a story I want to tell in my head,
Right.
and some I
The
have
art
written.
takes the bulk of the time. Yeah.
Yeah. So that'd be nice if I could just hire an artist and say, hey, draw me this. Then I probably could do 3 months, 2 3 months. But if I'm doing the art and writing story and editing all that stuff, uh yeah, I don't know. That's
That's why I was thinking 6 months maybe, but
6 months.
I don't
But
really know how long it, because you, like you say, you have an 8-hour a day job. You only have so much time in the day that you can devote to this.
right. Oh, you have a good point here. I was gonna compare myself to Fang Fang. I mean, she's putting these out like every month. It seems like, right? And it's
Right.
not even her language. This is not her first language, but she is getting help from like Alan Wu is helping with editing, and other English translators are helping her. And this particular stories are stories that's already been told. These
Uh-huh.
are the ancient Chinese story that she's retelling.
I see.
And
So that you don't have, that gives you a bit of a head start too if you're using a traditional story.
right, right. So she has that. Now I do have a comic book idea where I could do something like this. I'm retelling Korean story, but uh those Korean stories are like I think I could tell those Korean stories like in 3 pages. I think three
Ah,
or four. Uh, Let me see.
well, you could draw some yourself and hire someone else to draw some of them, and then put out an anthology of short Korean stories.
Yeah, where
Hey,
is it?
Naman, you know very well that when we first started the project, I actually wanted to have you included in one way or another. But, unfortunately for, things that were happening at that time, it didn't work out that way. But I'll tell you something. Once I'm done with this distribution of this book, if you really want to get something done and start off with a short story, I got a perfect platform for you to be able to put it through.
Okay.
That sounds good. And that
Okay.
would give you some kind of commitment to CJ.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah,
CJ,
Well,
because
did you draw an entire issue yourself in the Kickstarter that you've got going?
I did my version of it.
Right.
So
And so how many pages was that?
six each. We each did six
Ah,
pages each.
and how long would you say it took you to draw 6 pages? Because I assume you, like Naman, are working also.
Well, here's the thing. I'm a little strange. Like if I really get going, I could
Hmm.
I could work really really quickly. In this case, it took me a lot longer than I normally would because I experimented with different type of media that I was using. I did a lot of washes that literally took quite some time between layers of putting it on there. Like I do
Ah,
everything traditionally. So
right.
even though it's black and white, because the ink washes I was using on there, um, it took like literally a day between layers
Oh,
drying, and
waiting for the
I'll
wash to
probably
dry before you put
yeah,
another layer on.
and yeah, exactly, and I probably won't ever do that again for something that is going to be an enduring project because
Hmm.
it's very time consuming, not labor, but time consuming. It just takes a very long time, and there's a lot of things that go wrong with it.
I can
So,
imagine. Yeah.
but because that's where my mind went when the story was presented to us, I had to show it that way. I just like the whole premise behind what we did was, how do you see the story that was written come to the visuals, and that's
Right.
the only
And
way
that's
I
a
could see it.
great premise. I think that was a fantastic premise. So I look forward to it.
Well, we're hoping that this is going to be the first of many, and people will enjoy what we're bringing to them. Um, this was really a passion project, so we're hoping that it'll turn something in more than that, as far as something that we could consistently be putting out there.
Cool.
But Namen, Namen, the only thing holding you back from doing it is doing it.
Yeah.
You're fully capable of doing it. Everybody knows that.
Right.
You have the skills. It's just focus. That's it.
Well, it's a commitment. The commitment, right?
And
And
Well,
is
I don't know if I don't know
prof-
it's so much as the commitment, but as the focus, because like I know that you could get spread out thin and doing a lot of different things at the same time.
yeah,
It's not, so if you just focus on that project and not take on any other projects while you're doing that,
yeah,
you'll be
yeah,
able to do it relatively quickly.
yeah.
I
Well,
remember I remember when you had that deadline for last year on the C3 book. You were able to hammer out relatively quickly compared to a lot of the other people that were in there, and you followed the assignment correctly. Unlike some of the other people that put together the pages, you did everything the way it was asked to you. So
yeah, yeah. If yeah, again, that's the difference between making a commitment and not making a commitment. The like Slippy say, giving a deadline. When people give me a deadline, I meet the deadline. But if I don't have the deadline, then yeah, it's hard for me to focus without a deadline, I think.
well,
And
yeah, he's absolutely right, and like that's something that I'm learning the hard way right now.
yeah, yeah. Hey, Brian. By the way, Brian, can I say something about your new idea? Where'd everybody go? Where'd he
it
go?
looks like CJ got dropped out, or maybe
Okay,
he went out on purpose. I'm not sure.
let's focus on it. Let me see where it go. There's
I'm
5.
trying. Brian's issues with the doctor, have they come out like once every 4 months or so? Has that been
Yeah,
his?
this is his second book. He's working on third book, and
Right.
I don't know if I'm supposed to be able to talk about his other project. I didn't say I was gonna do it or not. And
Brian has another project? I didn't know that.
yeah, that's what I want to ask Brian. Brian, if you're here, am I allowed to talk about it? Maybe Aaron, if do you know, I think Aaron's in it too. So Aaron, are we supposed to talk about that? Aaron? But because somebody's here. I think somebody's here. Oh, there it is. Dropped out.
I never left.
Huh.
I was here the whole time.
I guess
Huh.
it's just Restream being strange.
No,
You just threw me off the stream. I was like, "What the hell?"
my internet connection is horrible.
Oh, no.
Yeah,
But what I was saying, I forgot what I was saying. But the point is, like, sometimes you got to learn how to deal with all the parameters. Because this was our first project, I had a lot of growing pains as far as learning the process, publishers, and all that stuff. Which, you know, I would have liked to have everything in everybody's hands by the already right now. All right, we're a couple of weeks delayed. It sucks, but we're gonna make it work out for everybody at the end of the day. But you know it's you have to kind of learn how to be able to work with a lot of these different things. And the other thing is, if you're going to do a project for the first time, I really suggest doing this. Have somebody that's working with you that has done the process handle the technical portion of it.
Mm.
instead of trying to learn it on yourself, because that's basically what I end up having to do on a lot of things. I had to learn everything as I was going, and mistakes make you lose time. So, but Brian, yeah, I think Brian's goal is to have 2 issues every year of the Doctor at minimum. It's a good goal to have, and I think it's very achievable.
Right. It's good to set a goal like that. It's
Punching the
it's reasonable to be able to do, even if you're a busy person.
You know,
now the Brian is
organization.
Brian is working on a art book. I think since it's already out there in Kickstarter. Hey, Immortal Biggie, I'll talk to you. Hey, buddy. You. By the way, anybody's allowed to come up. Anyway, the Brian
Punching the
is working
face
on an
jar.
art book. He invited me to do a art.
I don't know
on-
if we're supposed to be talking about that.
Well, he says right here. He's
He
already
says I haven't. He left the T off.
Okay.
So I think he hasn't talked about it yet. Well, that's what is that Aaron Rad Art?
Yeah.
He
Since
says I haven't been talking about it yet.
no, he hasn't. But right after that, he say,
But might as well start talking about
Yeah.
it. Okay, yeah.
But it says here he have a kick page ready to follow. So he has.
So it's okay to start talking about it. Okay.
Yeah. It's a public information now, right?
So you do have a deadline for something then.
No, it's not me. I just have a deadline to say yes or no yet. I haven't said yes or no yet. And
I see. But then when you say yes, if you do, you'll have a deadline.
yeah. But right now, that's again is someone else's vision right now, and it's not my own vision. Like even CJ's part, even CJ's anthology, it was CJ's vision. It wasn't something that It wasn't something that I wanted to do myself. You know.
Well, what
And-
we did wasn't an anthology. It was completely a different thought process altogether. What I was talking about working with you in the future is an anthology where you just bring your own story altogether in there. It wouldn't be connected anyway, just publishing it all together to get it out there.
yeah. Anyway, but anyway, you wanted to do. Last time I talked to you, you wanted to do an art book, CJ, right?
Yeah, I put that on hold because of life. As far as the art book, actually, the art book would be the easiest and in order to produce itself. But because I want it done right and I want to be able to do a really good theme behind the art book. Like I don't like art books that have pinups just for the hell of having the pinups. I like themes behind art books. In other words, if I'm going to do something and it's horror based, or let's say because I like horror, uh, I want it to be all the artwork that's in there to somehow gel with each other. I don't want like one pinup that looks completely different from another and that kind of thing. I want it to look uniform, like it like it's meant to all be done at the same time. Because I've seen too many art books where you take random pieces of art where you're like, oh, this is cool, this is cool, this is cool. You put a bunch of cool different things, but there's no soul to it. There's no like consistency to it. Just really cool art, which there's nothing wrong with that. It's just not what I want to do. I like to have things that are more uniform and themes and ideas behind stuff I do.
Well, what's his name? Uh, uh, Brian. Is that Brandon? That him? Brian, right? Let me see
You
if
talk
he
about
has.
you talk about Brian LCS.
Yeah, Brian yes.
Yeah.
How do I see? I see following. He's how do I follow his work?
Well, where are you? Are you on Kickstarter?
Yeah,
Have you ever you've backed his work before?
Yeah, I did.
You should get updates from him every time he posts something.
He created. Oh, there it is. There it is.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna click on that notify me launch. So I'll go ahead. Anyway, so yeah, he asked me if I want to be artist in this. Uh, he wanted to create a basically a art. I have some ideas what to do on this one. It's a Halloween theme. Looks like great. Aaron already did his,
Mm-hmm.
and it's all Halloween theme. So it sounds like a fun project to do. I just haven't said yes to him yet. Uh,
Well, when you're planning it, say I think he needs them this month.
yeah. Well, I mean, if well, I would say yes to him if I start the drawing. If I haven't started the drawing, I'm not going to say yes to him.
Well, you should start it. That's the best way to go.
I
Start
think
it.
if you commit yourself, if you
Yeah.
want,
Well, the thing is, because I'm at the crossroad.
I
I'm at
see.
the
Whether you want to just commit yourself to your own project or to do this first.
right, right. Oh, there's Brian finally. Okay. And Brian, you could come up if you want and talk about it. But yeah, I mean, I mean, playing that game.
He's the sexy woman with his options.
I won't even tell you my ideas. If you, I mean, if can I tell you my ideas or
No, no, don't say your ideas because I'm working on a project for him as well. I don't want you to influence me in that at all.
okay, 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 all right. I won't say his ideas, my ideas, but
Tell him your ideas. Don't tell me your ideas.
Brian's at work.
okay,
I really don't. I really don't want to be influenced at all by anybody's else. There, like I want it to be a surprise.
okay, okay. So you're working on it too, CJ.
Yeah, I just didn't realize he wanted to talk about it publicly. That's why I wasn't saying anything.
Yeah, well, it's public right there. It's public right there, right?
Well,
That's
yeah, I guess, but I don't think he said which artists are going to be on it. That's the surprise, right?
I buy him a dinner, but he say no. Who say no? I didn't say no yet.
Guys, I'm going to have to drop out of the chat. Thanks for having me on. Great to see you, CJ. I haven't seen you live much lately.
Yeah, I've been busy with a lot of things in life.
That's what happens when you have commitments, right? You got to do other stuff.
Yeah.
So anyway, I'll catch you guys later. Thanks.
Take it easy, Sticky.
Man, thanks for coming up. Oh well. Anyway, these are the you guys are again. I'm tired of getting inspired. I mean, I don't have your book up here yet, CJ, but I'm tired of you guys inspiring me. And
Yeah, but you realize you inspire other people.
huh?
You realize that you inspire other people.
Am I?
Yeah, you don't realize that you inspire people all the time with your art streams. You know that you inspired me that night that you were sitting there the entire freaking night making sketch cards for people at Heroes Con.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Uh,
You don't see that as an inspiration?
well, thank you for taking that as inspiration.
Well, it is.
Yeah. Uh,
You,
well,
watching your process and everything like that inspired me to work more efficiently and quicker. It did. I mean, like it really like I'm like I would get caught up too much on too many details when it really comes out to being able to put your thoughts out as quickly as possible, especially on that short form like cards and stuff like that, and then develop it as it goes. But like I would waste time I would waste most of the time before I even put the paper on the pen on the paper, and spend about less than half the time actually drawing it. You would actually just grab a couple of references and get started.
Yeah.
I watched that and I'm like, you know what? That makes sense. That's the way to do it. Instead of just thinking about it, just do it. And even if it sucks, it's a piece of paper. You could throw it away and do another one.
Yeah. 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 Well, that's the thing about my doing a streaming. It's not to tell you how great artist I am. It's about I'm willing to make a mistake in front of you guys, right?
You're willing to do your process.
Yeah, I'm willing to make a mistake. If you're not willing to make a mistake, then you're not going to do it.
Yeah, I mean, I miss doing those streams. I think I'm going to start doing those streams again. It's been quite some time. I mean, that's how I started doing my streams, if you remember. Like, all I would do is just go on there by myself and just start drawing and yell at the paper. But you know, I feel like it helps you develop. Just putting it out there and seeing people's commentary as you're drawing helps as well.
Yeah, uh, I'm thankful that most of the commentaries are encouraging commentaries, and
I
you
don't
know,
mind I don't mind the negative commentary either. Like honestly, like your style and the way you draw is not necessarily going to be everybody's style and taste.
right?
Um, as long as it's coming from a right place and not just to attack somebody for the sake of attacking them, just to make a you know to make a joke out of it. You know what I'm saying? If you're going to come in and say something negative about us, at least give me a reason why it's you feel it's terrible or whatever the case is. I don't mind that. I actually embrace that because there's something that I might be doing wrong that I don't realize because I'm the one that's doing it. That somebody with a fresh set of eyes just takes a look at it and is like, why do you make those hands like that all the time? Why do you make that eye like that all the time? Or whatever the case is.
You know what? You mentioned that I do have some commentary on these books. If you want to hear about it,
Sure.
so
What was that? Stickers in the middle of it?
yeah, she gave the stickers out. She gave
What the
us
fuck with the stickers?
she gave us
What put
stickers.
everybody in their stickers, man? Stickers, everybody stickers.
People love stickers, man. What are you talking about? People love stickers.
I don't like stickers.
Oh, Jesus, CJ,
Freaking freaking
get
stickers.
over it. Go get over it, man. Get over it. But here's a well, appreciate that. Appreciate this. Here's a comment I made. Let's say I'm reading this book, right? And so here in her book, she has order. It took me a while for me to read this little part right here. Read this book from right to left. Right?
Okay.
Okay. Well, I didn't know that. I mean, because and then it goes into this one.
And then
It says read this. This one is read this book from left to right. So I have to switch up. And she decided to put this on in a one book. It has a 3 story in it, and two different style of reading. And
Mhm.
I wasn't quite sure when you say left to right, right? When she say read this from left to right or right to left, like this one is right to left, right? So
Yeah.
does it mean that page right to left or from here to left? You know? Yeah.
Well,
And that was confusing for me, you know?
are you comfortable? Do you read manga often?
Huh?
Do you read manga often?
Manga is the word I started before I started comic book.
Okay, so you're comfortable reading manga. Is it meant to be read as manga style?
Well, the thing about the left and right situation is that if you're talking about right to left, you're talking about flipping this being the first page. This is first page from here, not here. So that's another confusion in if you're talking about, is it, are you starting from here and read it this way rather than this way? So that's a some manga or manhwa is situated differently, and so that part was very confusing where she laid out the. So that's a commentary I have. I love the art in this and the story she was able to tell without
Can you
having
bring
the.
the book closer so I can see the line work?
This is a full. I mean, that's. I probably don't want to go. I mean,
It's nice line work on there.
she has very clean,
Very,
precise.
very, yeah, exactly. Very clean, very nice.
Yeah, I mean, this is just beautiful artwork in here, right? But so the only problem I have with this the layout, and I wasn't quite sure how the layout was. I think this one was a mistake. Let me show you the layout here. This story. Uh, let's see. Yeah, this one. Yeah. Okay, so this one, this page right here. I think this is supposed to be here, and that's supposed to be there, even with the left to right. Just because it's not consistent with the rest of the page, right?
You know, is there a digital version of it?
I think there is. I haven't looked at the
Okay,
digital.
so what I would do is I would take a look at the digital version of it because the digital version should show you in the right reading order the pages.
Yeah, well,
And then
well,
you could take that and compare it to the book itself and see if it was meant to be in that order.
yeah. Uh, if it isn't, it should be changed. I think that's just my opinion.
Right?
Uh,
Wouldn't that make sense? Like if they have a digital version, you would think that it would be ordered correctly in the digital version.
yeah. Um,
Is that Doctor Two or one? Which one is that?
this is a book too.
Book two. I got the blank sketch cover from that one.
I got the blank sketch also. And now, Brian, Brian, I'm going to ask that you have a on first page when we open up a spread page. You know what I mean?
Why do you
The,
want him to do that? Explain to him.
because uh, I'm just so used to reading comic books certain way.
No, no, forget about the fact that you're used to reading it. Why
I'm
is
used,
the right thing to have a splash page on the first page?
no, this is just in my opinion, not a right thing or wrong thing. But
There's actually a technical reason for that that's
okay,
done.
go ahead, tell us the technical reason for it.
So the reason for the splash page right from the get go is one to pull you in the reader right away with something very dynamic to get engaged with the story. The other thing is also gives you areas to be able to put in certain captions and certain um, other type of type in there that you can apply where you wouldn't be able to fit in the rest of the book. So there's a couple of technical reasons why you do that with the splash page, but more than anything else is to get the reader engaged and pulled in. It's not necessarily a rule that you have to go by it, but that's the reason why they're doing that
Yeah.
to
Well,
to pull you into the book.
yeah. I wanna know. So cover is a normally cover is nowadays you have a variant covers, right? You have a different artists doing the covers right nowadays, right? But on internal work, you don't know whose artist work you are working. You don't know which artist you are getting introduced to.
What do you
And
think of the
I would,
artwork? What
I
do you
would
think of the artwork in this one compared to the first one?
oh, I love this artwork. I already told Brian I love this artwork much better than the previous artwork.
As do I. I think it's much more fluid. It is cleaner. It is much more relatable as far as comic format is concerned. Um, I love the fact that he had Aaron do one of the covers. I love the fact that he had Phil do one of the covers. I think they both brought something very different to the table each with the covers. But I would have loved to see an additional cover done by the internal artist in there.
Yeah. So the internal art here now, let me finish my thoughts on why I want to
I have
splash.
to let you finish your thoughts.
Yes, please let me finish my thoughts
Okay.
because I want to be introduced into the artist's work, internal artist's work. Because outside is it could be different artist, cover could be different artists, right? Like for instance, this one is done by Aaron, right?
Mm-hmm.
This one is the artist is Philip Menenza, right? I want
No,
to.
no.
Is it? No, that's cover two. Who the art? Oh,
Phil is the second cover.
yeah. Oh, yeah, that's fantastic. Okay, David Rodriguez is an internal artist, right? I want
Mm-hmm.
to. I want to be introduced into his art, right? I already know that these panels are by panel. There'll be different quality of artwork in these little panels. There'll be different. I mean, it's just that's what is expected from a comic book. Comic book is expected to have a different type of quality per panel because you cannot spend quality time on every panel, right? But
Well, it depends how much time you have.
splash page introduce you to artist that splash right at the front, and I want to know that I'm reading a good artist comic book, or that's just me. It's just me. I just want to, and so that's why I want to see a nice splash page right at the beginning. That's me. Okay, it's opinion. It's not wrong or right. It's just I like to see it that way. Now I do
Well,
see some.
let's look at it from this aspect, and this is something that they could go back to Brian. Okay, when Brian is writing out the script and setting up the panel work for the artist to draw out the visuals, that comes out to what he wants to show in his writing. Is it
Yeah,
something that he wants to hit everybody with a punch in the face with the splash page, or does he want to get straight into the dialogue into it? That's something that like the writer is really dictating of where that's going to go.
yeah,
Because if the writer, for example, says page one, 6 panels, this is the text that has to go in it. You're kind of locking the artist to do exactly what you're saying.
right.
However, if you put the dialogue in there and say visualize it the way you want, then it gives a little more freedom to the artist to be able to turn around and visualize in the best way. So that's an editorial thing more than anything else, as far as being able to dictate that. And as far as telling the artist's artwork, you could tell the quality of the artwork from the panel work. I don't think you need a splash page in order to do that. The punch in the face is what you get with the splash page, where you're like, wow, look at that, you know?
Yeah, I understand. I understand, and there's nothing wrong with that assessment, and I
Of
don't think
course, there's
that there's
nothing wrong with it. I'm the one that's saying it.
I don't think what I say is anything wrong with it either, CJ.
I'm
So
not. I'm not saying it. Listen, we're having a dialogue right now. We're having a conversation about a comic book.
yeah. So yeah, of course not. I mean, what I'm saying is that yeah, and your perception is just fine. I'm agreeing with it. Okay, is that David Rodriguez will be doing a cover for issue 3. Nice,
That should
nice.
be very nice looking.
Yeah, yeah. That
That's one thing that I find like is lacking a lot of times in comics, and I miss it. I really love seeing the interior artist do a cover for the book. It makes it feel complete to me,
yeah, me
like
too.
a uniform. Like you could make as many variants as you want of a book, but I really think that the cover A, for example, should be that interior artist. Now, everybody looks at it from a different point of view, and and then quality and levels of artwork that's on the interiors do determine if a cover should be done by that artist. But like, I really like the unification of the inside and out of the book.
Yeah.
What's the little bunny rabbit lady? What is
This is
that?
this is Alan Woods work. This Alan Woods work, and this is his first two book. He did he these two books are uh, he didn't use Kickstarter until he came with talk to us on the last AAPA shows, and he actually made these. With I didn't know he actually worked with the what's her name, Alexandra Vancouver. So
No, man. Do you want me to start reading the comments because you're missing them? Like, Katie wrote no, and by the way, big shout out to everybody working on the Murder King. She said to link in there, but she said no. I don't know what she said no to. David Rodriguez, you did highlight that he'll be doing the cover for Thing. You do give visual direction. Yeah, Brian, sometimes, like, even though you give visual direction to the artist, you got to give them, like, really, like, hone in on it sometimes, because sometimes um like, they'll go in a whole different direction. I mean, sure, you're seeing that and learning that as time goes on, but, like, everybody gets into their brains in a different way. And even if you can't draw, what I've noticed that is a really, really good tip for writers or scripters to do for their artists is do little, like, thumbnails or little sketches, even if it's stick figures, to give them idea of where they're going with on something. If you really want to get that out of the best out of the artist, you're definitely going to be able to get that better that way, to tell your story. And as far as me going to Heroes, I am not going to Heroes, unfortunately. I don't think I'm going to be going to any other. I don't think I'm going to be going to any other cons or shows this year. I have a lot going on with me, and probably going to spend the rest of the year trying to put myself in order, life wise.
Okay. Yeah. Wow. I'm sorry, CJ. I forgot to get personally with you. I mean, I didn't greet you. We just talked. We got
No, that's
into.
how we. That's how we do. We just talk, man.
Yeah. I know. Like, anyway.
Are you going to Heroes?
No, I'm not going to Heroes. I can't.
All right, then I won't feel that bad.
Yeah. As far as I like the internal art. Well, internal artists doing the cover art. I like to see that myself.
I like
Now,
that aspect.
no, of the three issues, I mean, three different books. Uh, Fang is the only one that she writes both writing and doing artwork. Really, uh, I'm sorry. I like to see comic books done by artists and where she writes also.
Just want to give a quick shout out to George from the 757 Hustle Show, who's one of my few Greek people on here. We don't have enough Greek people. We need more Greek people. We got to bring Greek back to YouTube. And Brian, thanks a lot, and have the rest a good rest of the day. See, I'm trying to do your job for you. Read the comments.
CJ always criticizes my stream. Okay, this guy's always criticized my stream.
Well, somebody has to do it. Like, wait, you're just gonna ignore your comments? Is that
He
what you're
was
gonna do? You just ignore them?
embarrassing me right in front of people, man. Oh my gosh, CJ.
I'm helping you. Damn it! I'm helping you. Help me help you.
All right.
That's right. That's right.
Hey,
Feta power.
this is George.
That's right, George.
George. I hope you, I hope your Greek is nothing like this guy's Greek. Okay, just you know what I mean by that. Hope nothing like this guy's Greek. Okay.
He's the good kind of Greek, just like me.
I
Even
believe that kind of Greeks. I believe that good kind of Greeks. This guy Greek is not a good kind of Greek.
he's got a good Greek name too, George.
George is the Greek name.
Yeah,
Oh, I thought George is. I thought George is like a southern name. George. Yeah.
I mean it's not as Greek as Nick. I mean Nick is it starts with Nick. Yeah, you have to be Nick, and then George and John. And these are the other names that you get in Greek culture.
CJ is his muse. Half Greek.
That's the half that it matters.
Wait. What's the muse? What's the muse? Donkey? Was it muse?
Why are you gonna call me a donkey? I'm not a donkey. He said muse, not mule.
Oh, what's a muse? And
What do you want to turn me into a mule?
well, I mean, you're proud of your bottom half, so I thought maybe that's the donkey part of you.
Well, maybe that part.
That's what you're proud of, I'm sure.
Well, I'm not proud of it. I'll tell you that much.
Hey, Manch, what's up? Man. Anyway, now,
You called me at a rare time where I'm available during the day because lately I've been like hustling every single day. I've been work all every time. I'm not the donkey, damn it. I'm not a mule. I'm not a donkey.
muse is what I use for inspiration. CJ is donkey.
Yeah, enjoy yourself. See what you did. See what you did.
I like George's Greek. I love George's Greek.
You turned me into a freaking donkey. I'm not a freaking donkey, man.
I love it. Anyway, I haven't even looked inside this yet. I opened
Let's
this.
let's look at your bunny rabbit book. Let's see.
Yeah, this
I,
is.
I like that cover. I like orange.
I like orange too. Yeah.
Like the fruit or like the color.
Color.
I like the fruit also.
I do like orange. Okay. Depends. I mean, some of them not too good.
No, oranges are delicious.
Age 8. Oh, that's
Hello,
nice.
Munch. Long time no see. I haven't seen Munch in a long time.
Oh, but hey, this is like a manga art kind of, right?
Yeah, it's closer to the manga. There's a lot of like these manga styles that are very Americanized, like almost like manga American or something like that.
I love that. That's I love that.
I like that. I like those watercolors and stuff like that. That's right, Opa.
Even just a simple empty blank page with the tree and intro. So nice.
Yeah, sometimes less is more. And another reason I like that page. Go back to that page. Besides that less is more theme to it and making it look subtle and that kind of thing. That's a really cool thing to have there in the book. Like especially if the artist is selling them at a show or something like that, for them to draw something in there
Oh yeah.
on that space. That's pretty cool. I like that.
Yeah, and yeah, a lot of crowds beauty. Yeah, and I mean, if you're gonna you could sign a signature in here too, and middle of the notes, memos. I mean,
Mhm.
or you could write your own personal notes in there. I mean, I love it. I love it.
Yeah, I got a super high appreciation for the watercolor art.
Yeah.
But I like water effects on paint,
You see that
even when it's not watercolor.
same page mirrored. Looks like it's the same page mirrored here with the text.
Oh, you think they cheated? They used the same page twice?
Yeah.
The
Well, maybe
cheaters,
not. It's a little bit different tree.
cheaters, pumpkin eaters.
Yeah, well, it's okay. But I,
Yep,
I
you're right, George. Everybody's going with that fusion hybrid look of manga and American style together. I
the
like
main.
that cover a lot. Can you bring that cover closer to the screen for all the blind people like me that can't see it well?
This
What's she
is a
holding? What's that in there? Eggs? What is that?
no. That's buns.
Buns? Like your
Steam buns.
buns?
Steam buns.
Or steam buns?
Yeah,
Hot buns?
hot buns. Hot buns. In shape of a bunny.
Nothing like a hot chick with bunny ears holding buns.
Yeah, yeah. 5 of them too. Not to eat.
Now you just made it weird with the 5 buns.
Yeah, it's nice 5 buns.
Well,
And
you could have left it alone with buns. You have to make it 5 buns. Like this is not like Total Recall with the lady with the 3 boobs. Like
hey,
just leave it alone.
did I take you there?
Yeah, you kind of did.
Okay, well, I mean, it's not my fault, is it? I
You
mean,
kind of did.
oh, you followed. You followed. You shouldn't have followed.
You know what I like about this restream thing?
What?
It makes it like bluish, like my face, all around all around the screen. It's not black like it is in the other. Like it's bluish. I
What
like the
that?
bluish. You see, like how when I'm talking, it's like bluish all around me.
Yeah. You like that?
Yeah, I like that bluish.
Now you're small like me. You got a small face like me. I don't know. You shouldn't have all. You shouldn't have the main stadium. What is it called? Stage. Main stage. You shouldn't be main stage
Why not?
because my show. It's my show. Jeez.
Yeah, but I'm a main eventer. Like, what the hell are you talking about?
You're mainly. I didn't even plan you to be on here. You just came on.
That's a gratitude I get. I came out here to make your show exciting, and then you tell me you tell me that I'm making it worse.
You come right out and saying my show is boring. That's what you're saying.
I did not say that. I told you I came here to make it exciting. You take it as you want.
Yeah. Wish I had 3 hands. Wish I had 3 hands. Well, you needed 5 hands for that. You needed 5 hands for that.
For all those buns, yeah. Well, now that you made it weird with the 5 buns, yeah.
I mean, what can you do is you could offer 2 for me. I'll take 2 of those. I'll let CJ have 1. George, you could have 2.
Why do I get only 1 bun?
Because I like George Greek than your Greek. So yeah.
I want a full pair of buns.
No, you're just getting 1, and George is getting 2. So George is not insulting me. Easy. I mean, George is not saying my streams is boring. Easy.
I'm not insulting you. I'm just helping you. Do you understand? There's a difference.
It's that's like a what do you call those kind of aggressive? What do you call it? Those aggressive, not intended aggressive. What do you call those things? What is it called?
Like you, like the aggressive worm.
No, what do you call it? The non-aggressive, aggressive. What do you call it?
Like a passive aggressive.
Yeah, passive aggressive. Yeah, that's being passive aggressive.
That's you.
That's you.
No, that's you.
I will straight out tell you, you suck, man. You suck. I'll tell you. That's what I do.
Well, that's terrible. Why would you say to somebody they suck?
Because I'm not passive. You're passive.
Who's passive?
I'm active aggressive. You're passive aggressive.
I am not in any way passive or aggressive. I'm lending. I'm helpful.
No, you
I
come out,
came here to help you.
you came here to make the show more entertaining, which was, oh yeah, your so shit sucks. So I'm coming on here. That's yeah, passive aggressive. Everybody agrees that you are passive aggressive. See that? Everybody's agreeing.
Absolutely not.
George say you're passive aggressive right there. George said it so, and then uh Aaron say passive aggressive. So there's three people: me, George, Aaron. Three people agrees that you're passive aggressive, right?
Well, it seems like you're all uniform in the same thought.
Uh, yeah, I mean, because
How much are
truth,
you paying them all to agree with you?
truth always reveals itself. Truth always reveals itself among the, you know, it's like it's democracy. It's democracy.
This
We
is
agree.
not democracy.
It is.
This is not democracy. YouTube is not democracy.
Yeah, there's three of us agreed. You could have if we have four people, I will concede. I will concede. I will say, okay, you're not passive aggressive. If there
I
are four,
will never concede. You conceding is showing failure.
uh,
That's right.
yeah, George, you got
Right.
two buns. Yeah, George, you got two buns. That's good.
Well, give me your two buns. You take the one.
No, and George is getting two buns. You're
All
getting
right.
one.
But I give me two, and you take the one
No, I'm taking two. Why should I give up two pair of perfect buns for one? Why would I do that?
because.
And I even won, so I shouldn't. I even won, so I shouldn't.
What am I
We're not,
going to do with one bun?
I mean, I'll take the extra. Put that one in my mouth, and
You're
I'll
going to
have
put your extra bun in the mouth?
yeah. I'll eat one and have a whole two to eat later. So yeah,
You're going to hold the two buns and put the other one in your mouth? That's what
yeah,
you're going to do?
yeah.
Are you going to flaunt all your buns?
I don't mind hugging my buns. I don't mind hugging my buns. I mean, you didn't appreciate my one offer. I mean, God,
Well,
talk about.
yeah, I don't want to feel like inferior, like being like deficient in buns.
I mean, I mean, you should be thankful for what you get. I mean, geez, you getting one. That was more than Aaron got. I think I gave none to Aaron.
Well, yeah, maybe that's better than giving him just one bun. Like, yeah,
Aaron, if you don't mind, I'll give you this bun. Since I already touched this one in my mouth. But yeah,
you're gonna give Aaron the bun after you chewed on it. You slobbered all over the bun. All
no,
right, Aaron, what would you like better, no buns or a slobbered worm bun?
no. I say one off my hand. Now I'm already eating.
Worm has all his juices all over that bun, and he's gonna give it to you. Would you like that bun?
My hands clean. My hands clean. Very clean.
No, your mouth. You said you're gonna have it in your mouth.
No. Can I hey, I give you the buns. If you'll be so kind to offer this donkey a bun, I understand. I understand.
Listen. We might both be Greek, but I don't go that way with sharing the buns. Okay.
Yeah. Well, I mean, see how everybody's so nice, and you're complaining about one bun. Look, I mean,
Who's complaining? Who's complaining about the bun? I'm just telling you that's the improper thing to offer me only one bun.
okay, red's not good on buns. Okay, that's see now you forcibly advertise my buns, and no one wants my bun. I mean,
You want that wormy juicy bun. That's what you want.
big,
Listen, I'm not judging.
biggies don't mind. Biggie don't mind. Yeah, hot buns. Okay, yeah. Yeah, Emo Big Shack don't mind. Big Shack you don't mind. Anyway, what do you think about the
What you call him?
huh?
What you call Biggie Shaggy?
He said he don't mind the nice job on worm juice buns.
Yeah, but I heard you say call him a Biggie Shaggy.
Biggie Shack.
Oh, Biggie Shack. Okay,
Yeah, Biggie Shack.
I misheard.
uh,
So let's get to your bunny bums.
no, give the. I think Alex worked on some part of this book too.
Which one? Which part?
I don't know. She colored. I think she colored her.
Did she draw the buns?
No, I think that was somebody else's cover. Let me see whose cover.
Did you miss me, Naman?
Huh?
Did you miss me?
Yeah. I mean, I had to yell at somebody, and if I don't
You,
get to,
well, yell at somebody else.
I
Yell at me. I came here to make your stream great again, and you freaking you're yelling at me.
only want to yell at people who deserve it. I don't want to give random people a yell. I mean, and it was really hard to. Also, there are some people that I do want to yell at. There are people I want, but I don't know them, right? I don't know them. I don't want to know them. I already know one donkey, and that's enough. I mean,
I'm not a donkey.
she colored some covers, but she had a colors for the book. Oh, okay. Here, you mean Ellen had colors? You
Okay,
did.
Power Crack.
Yeah.
K-pop, you had said no before in the stream. I don't know what that no was for. It's probably to you. Like the right answer to you always is no.
I think Katie is still talking about Fang Fang. I think she's still talking about Fang Fang's book. She had a first story. She had a color. That's beautiful coloring, by the way.
No,
And I love.
it's a good looking book. Is that spiral that's on the side of it, or is it like binded properly? Like how is that? Oh no,
Oh,
I saw.
that's my sketchbook. That's my sketchbook.
Oh, okay, I just wasn't sure.
That's my sketchbook. Yes. I like my Wanda. Okay, okay.
Oh, that was for I see.
What?
I see. She said no, that Phil was not the interior artist on the Doctor.
That was Phil being
So
interior.
I was right. She did tell you no.
Oh, okay. Well, I already, I already say okay. That was my mistake. I already said it.
Well, yell at her for correcting you.
No, you. I don't mind correcting me.
Why you only mind when I correct you?
All the books are staple bound as single issues. This was an anthology. Okay. So she had these. She had a. She had these in each individual issue, but that is. I love the paper she used too. I like that paper.
Well, that's like graphic novel format.
I love that paper. Um,
That's because it was a graphic novel format. That's why.
I'm sorry. I don't like this paper as much.
Why not?
Huh? I mean,
Why
you
not?
gotta
Why not?
paper. You gotta have really dark colors like these. I mean, really. But
Is
I
it
don't
too
know.
thin? What's the problem?
I just like this particular paper right here. I like this paper.
Do you feel that paper holds the secretions from your fingers too much?
Huh?
Yeah. Is that the problem?
What?
Yeah.
What do you ask again?
I said, do you feel that paper can withhold the secretions from your fingers too much?
Chris?
Secretions.
Um, no, this is a. Are you making another worm reference? Are we done that?
No.
Done that yet? Are we not done yet?
Fingers secrete. You didn't know
Uh,
that? It's biological.
yeah, yeah. I don't have it on my hand.
Liar. Everybody has oils on their hands. Some people more than others.
Yeah, I mean, not the one kind of. Where am I? Something happened.
I guarantee you, every single person inside the chat has oils on their fingers.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Maybe
Thanks.
not as much. Maybe it's
Thank
not as much as
you.
you.
Thank you, Mr. Science Guy.
That's
Okay.
right.
He's
You're
a
welcome.
Bill. You didn't know CJ was Bill Nye the Science Guy. You guys are here on a Bill Nye the Science Guy, the CJ version.
That's right.
Those
See,
issues,
there's a word for it.
manga style paper. Yeah,
Hydrohydrosis.
hydrohydrosis.
No, hydrohydrosis.
Hydrohydrosis.
No, hydrohydrosis.
Okay, never mind. Anyway, so
Okay.
this is a little slick, but it's okay. But I like the other paper better.
No, but what was the problem with the paper? Explain to me. I don't understand what the issue is. It too thin? Is it too shiny? What's the problem?
I don't know. Maybe it's no. I like this coloring better. I guess maybe this coloring is what I like better.
But it's not the quality of the paper. It's the coloring that you don't like.
Yeah, you feel texture wise, it feels like it has more texture.
Okay, so is that matte? That looks like it's matte paper that's on,
Yeah, matte. Yeah, that's it, matte. And this is slippery, a little bit
and that's
slippery.
glossy.
Yeah, glossy. Yeah,
So you don't like glossy paper on the
I
inside.
don't like, I don't like glossy paper.
You don't like glossy paper.
No, I don't.
Okay,
But
now I
it's.
understand.
I mean, look at this. Look at all that action going on in there. It's fantastic.
There is a lot of action going on in there.
Yeah. I mean, that kind of stuff will take me forever to do.
No, it's a really nice looking art. I like it.
Yeah, more muted colors. Yeah, more muted more muted colors. Like these covers, even covers are more muted here.
Yeah, but it's a different style and different tone to the book itself. Like the one is like it has that watercolor tone going on for it. The other one is like a more pop manga style book.
Yeah. It's more like a this is more like a done with the what's that marker? The marker coloring.
Copex?
Copex, yeah.
No, I don't see that happening. I see it more digital renditioning done on there. You see that being done with the Copex or digital coloring?
Or is it digital color? Yeah, it is digital color.
It seems digital coloring to me, not Copex. It's too smooth.
Yeah, maybe so. That's what another thing I'm gonna try to do is I'm gonna put my comic book on a 11 by 17 uh, sheets. Those
What do you
original.
mean to print it on 11 by 17 sheets?
I'm gonna draw on 11 by 17 sheet.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's the standard size for.
Yeah,
That's how I do my work on 11 by 17s.
yeah. And so when I'm finished with it, I want to have a whole comic book in 11 by 17 sheets.
It's a smart thing because when you become famous, hey, you could sell them for a lot of money,
Yeah, well,
gazillions.
gazillions. I'd be a
Well,
gazillion.
yeah. Like think about it like this: if you had an 11 by 7 sheet that's original art that has on it, compared to doing it all digitally on a tablet, what value does the digital art on the tablet has compared to the originals on the 11 by 17s?
Now you got the left to right really makes you have to be really pay attention to this left and right because you have to read it like this, 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 like this. Instead of like this, like this, like this, like this, right? And so it will confuse you if you read like this when it's intended for this way.
Well, especially if somebody's doing only reads American style comics, that's gonna be honestly, like I don't read manga that often,
You
but
gotta
it
you
always
got
takes me a little bit of time to readjust.
you gotta look for this right here, that right there, and that's not really you may ignore that. If you ignore that, then you're reading order, right? So
Well, if you read it upside down, is it like in correct format, or if you read in reverse, will it be
You're
okay?
just mentally deranged if you're reading upside down. Oh, I noticed somebody draws upside down. I don't know who that is. He must be mentally deranged.
Well, how many talented people do you know that could draw upside down?
Oh yeah, mentally deranged. One says mentally deranged. One says talent.
For your entertainment. How many people could draw upside down for your entertainment? Not their entertainment, for your entertainment.
What?
Yeah.
Just have the camera right position, man. Jesus.
Why?
Just don't have camera. It's like a having like this, and all you have to do is go. Let's see. Yeah. So okay, if we don't do this, okay, just freaking do this, okay. Just turn the camera around, man. Okay. I mean, Jesus, how hard is that?
Why? Do you feel that I'm flexing too much by knowing how to draw upside down? Is that a problem? Am I bragging too much that I know how to draw upside down?
You're not showing your best, are you?
No, no. Of course, you're not showing your best. Like,
Showing up.
if I drew
You're
upside
showing your
down
best.
as well as I could draw normally, I'd be really, really good.
Yeah. So you're only being trickster. You're not being a. You're not showing your best foot forward.
Well,
You.
I'm. It's called showmanship.
Yeah. Okay. You call it showmanship. Only if it's
Yeah,
your. Only if it's your best is a
it's like
showmanship.
magic.
Huh?
It's
Oh,
I do like a magic show while I'm drawing.
if that is better than your other way, then that's a showmanship. If it's worse, then all you're doing is, yeah, it's not as good as the right side up.
What about
That's
if it's just as good?
huh?
What about if it's just as good?
Hey, Loke, what's up?
You know what?
Uh,
Yeah,
huh?
I find your commentary offensive. You know what I'm going to do from now on? I'm going to draw only upside down on all my streams until I get so freaking good that you can't tell if I drew it upside down or if I drew it normally.
Well, that's good.
And then I'm going to freaking brag to you and say, "Look how I could draw upside down."
Well, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that
You will not be, because it will
because
be excellent.
no, because
I'll be the best.
I have inspired you to be show your best.
What if I draw a whole comic upside down?
Well, if it's your best, if it's your
Yeah.
best.
And you will have to read it upside down.
No, I don't.
Yes.
Because that's not the best way to view the comic book, is it?
Why not?
Because it's easier for me to read it right side up.
It's interactive.
Huh?
It's interactive. You have to like turn your whole body upside down in order to read it.
No, no, I like reading. I don't want to be monkey reading your comic book
Why not?
because I don't want to be monkey.
Speaking
I
of
mean,
monkey, Mad Monkey Love is in the chat.
and Monkey Love is in the chat. Loki.
He he loves my entertaining style.
You
Tell him,
ask him.
look. Tell him, look.
Oh,
Tell him how entertaining I am. I'm really entertaining. Damn it.
I say, presenting art, you gotta present your best, even if no matter what, right? What
Well,
happened?
how do you know what somebody's best is?
Because I saw your right side up work.
Oh, but what if I drew that right side up work upside down? Would that be the best?
If it's the best, but it wasn't.
All right.
Right?
Then it's
I mean,
settled.
are you
I'm gonna
offended?
draw only upside down from now on
Are you
until
offended?
I get so good. I have to
Okay.
put 10,000 hours into upside down drawing, and then I will become an expert.
Why would you do that if you could even further your right side drawing? I mean, isn't your goal as an artist to make your right side up drawing the best you can make it.
Who are you to tell me what the right side of drawing is? I could draw upside down as well as anybody else can.
Uh, uh, no, can you? I didn't ask that. I say, can you make your upside down drawing better than your right side up drawing? Yours, not mine.
Yeah,
Yours.
well, I will have to make it 10,000 hours in order to become an expert in upside down drawing, and then I will become superior.
But why would you not want to master your right side up drawing instead of making the gimmicks? It's a gimmick.
See, look is envious of my upside down skills.
I'm so envious that I can draw upside down. Can't. Okay. Oh, okay. Well. Okay. I mean, eh,
All right, it's settled. It's settled. I'm only drawing upside down from now on stream.
all
That's
right.
it. That's it.
All right. Will it get CJ second bun if he draws upside down? No, only if it is his best work upside down. Yeah, then I'll give him extra bun.
I'll tell you what. Next time, yeah, next time I'm on stream and like equipped to be able to draw, remind me and I'll draw something upside down, and
What if I
it will be
about
phenomenal. It'll be phenomenal. It'll be, vintage comic journey.
well, I mean, I have to concede to CJ that upside down drawing is harder than the sideways drawing.
I could draw sideways too.
I usually flick my paper in a circle. Ooh, that's interesting.
Well, that's a specific technique of making that circle drawing.
Oh, you mean like drawing a circle or something?
No, no, like if you like, I know what she's talking about. There's a reason, like it helps you. It's actually a smart way of drawing when you rotate the sheet as you're drawing. Or at least that's what I think she's talking about. You never draw sideways? I draw half of my stuff sideways.
Yeah, well, I mean,
Maybe
to
maybe
be
because
honest,
my brain maybe because my
drawing,
brain is tilted.
drawing on this camera situation is not most comfortable way for me to draw.
Really?
No,
I've gotten comfortable drawing on camera.
I mean, I draw. I think I draw like this. I like to draw like this.
I think the last time I drew on camera was probably on your stream.
Oh yeah, or is it to my?
I think we were doing something with witches or something like that, and I came on and we were drawing something. Did you have a stream where we were drawing witches?
Yeah. The wicked.
Yeah. I drew a big boob witch for you.
Yeah. You drew boo bitch, and it wasn't upside down.
It was not witch, not bitch. Don't be mean.
I say which?
No, you said bitch.
No, I did not say it.
You did it.
Say
I'm
that.
gonna rewind it.
Go ahead, rewind it. A lot of people. Oh yeah, you heard about those involuntary video recording of private conversations.
I'm not too thrilled about that. I had a situation where I was on with a couple other guys, TM Nerdy and I think it was Rude that were on there, and somebody jumped out of nowhere in the backstage and like freaked us out, like listening to our whole conversation. I was like, "What the fuck is going on right now?" I'm not a fan of like lurking like that and like airing. Like there was one guy that do you know about the Roscoe guy? The guy that recorded the whole Roscoe conversation and showed off his art and stuff like that. That's not cool, man. I don't know. I thought it was you in the beginning.
No,
That's that's a very wormy thing to do.
no, it's not. CJ,
It's
it's
not.
not. I didn't accuse you of doing it, so you better not be.
No, I didn't accuse you. I said I thought, and then I thought differently.
Okay. Well, I thought it was Roscoe doing it to himself. I thought it was just.
No, why would he do that? Say he's making artwork for other people. Like he's not supposed to be showing. Why would he do that? That's it's like shooting yourself in your own foot. That's Doesn't make sense.
Yeah, I didn't pay attention to the conversation. I just saw them making.
I only caught a few things here and there. I haven't been on like a lot of like lives and stuff like that lately, but I caught a few things here and there that's like it's not it's one thing. Listen, we come on here, we joke around with each other all the time, right? I think that most people know that we're just messing around with each other. Nothing is like malicious or anything like that.
Yeah,
But when you go and like record people and like put out conversations like that and stuff like that, what the hell? Like, one, it's creepy. It's kind of creepy that you have like a peeping tom in the community that's sitting there lurking, like like a night stalker. He's looking into your bedroom window as you're taking off your panties. Like you don't want that.
yeah,
Nobody wants to see you with your panties off, but he does, and or she. Or it. It's 2025. You have to say everything, and it's not right. It's not right.
yeah. For instance, I give you a nickname today. Call you a donkey. Uh, if anybody else doing that to CJ, you are being rude. Okay. If
You'll
I do
bite
it,
it. You'll
if
fight
I
them for
do it,
me.
yeah. I mean, it's not, only I should get away with something like that. Not everybody, right?
Yeah, but
And
you get away with it because you're old. That's the problem.
I let you get away with the shit to me, right?
Yeah.
But and people, when what you did to me, no one else can get away with it. Is what I'm saying. Okay, right? So
I think that's what Katie wrote in there is probably the smartest thing from now on. And like we used to do this all the time. Like the streams would end and just hang out and just bullshit with each other backstream. I think if the host is not there to see who's in the backstage, don't hang out on the backstage and have conversations like that, or don't have conversations that like you don't want aired publicly.
right,
Like,
right,
I'm not a big guy. Like a lot of people like to talk bad about people and stuff like that behind the stages and behind screens and stuff like that. I'm not a proponent of that either. I kind of like whatever I say backstage, I'm going to say to the person too directly. I don't have that problem. But if you're going to do that and then you get aired out, that's you're putting yourself in a really bad position. So just don't have the conversations altogether backstage. That's the way I
yeah,
look at it.
yeah.
Host is
Well,
not there to monitor.
hmm?
Don't do it. If the host is not there to monitor, don't do it.
So you got a good idea for this project. I'm gonna go ahead and close up because I gotta go. I gotta go walk. I gotta
Well,
go
I'm
walk.
glad you are because I actually gotta get back to work. I'm
Yeah.
actually shocked that I stayed around here this long with you.
Yeah. I gotta go to work. I mean, I gotta walk. This and I it's Damien's right. I do need to make a commitment here, but and give myself a deadline. I'll do that next video. I'll do that next video.
All right, sounds good. The
And
clock
thanks.
is ticking.
Don't scoop these videos, and I do not give you permission to use this video contents without our permissions. Uh, um, if we do it, uh, I'll pursue whatever means there is for me to pursue.
You can get all wormy on them.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want them to, repurpose this content wrongfully to either offend you or offend me or offend people in the chat. Uh,
See, Norman. See, look at that. This was the best afternoon special ever, ever, ever. You know why?
because you, right?
That's right. That's right. I came on.
But only from another Greek bias. So I see. I,
What do you
just
think? Are you saying that Greeks are biased?
yes, yes. Greeks are biased.
Absolutely not.
Yeah,
Did you know that Wonder Woman is Greek?
She's not a Greek.
She's Greek.
Well, she's. I mean,
Did you know that you wouldn't have Shazam if it wasn't for the Greeks?
she's
Shazam.
still Solomon in there. Solomon,
He doesn't count.
huh?
He doesn't count. Zeus. He was
Zeus.
Greek.
Yeah.
Hercules.
If just because they're great doesn't equate that you're great, CJ. Oh my gosh. It's the first equal. Who's by? Huh? Anyway, thanks, guys. Anyway, again, don't misuse this video.
Well, thanks for having me on.
Out, and thanks for making our chat a little more lively today. And I'm going to end the stream. Have a good one, guys. Have a good one.